today's Monday. I've been vlogging here and there, and I think I was getting in my head about wanting to create like these really fantastical videos and have it all themed and scripted and make like these little slice of life shorts, which I still want to do, but I'm trying to integrate the phrase easy is right, meaning that's how I'm going to get into flow with everything instead of trying to force myself to do something that just isn't coming to me naturally. I've talked about this before, but I really enjoy long form content, but for whatever reason, whenever I edit my videos, I always end up cutting out so much stuff. It ends up being like less than 10 minutes. It's just how I tend to edit, but I'm gonna try and just be easy on myself and just be soft and slowly ease into the creative process again and figure out what that looks like for me moving forward, because I know I keep taking these long breaks. I want to get in the groove again. So I've been watching Blue. She has a podcast called Deja Blue, and she interviews other spiritual people. They talk about a whole slew of things, but she posted a video recently where she talked about how she's taking a little bit of a break because she wants to focus on slowing down and figuring out what it means to be herself at 110%, because she realized she was doing things at 90% and just sort of being okay with that. She was talking about how she had moved a bunch of times and she had this box of stuff that was just sitting in her room, and it's just been sitting there, it's just been collecting things. She just didn't know what to do with it, but that box had been moving around with her for so long and she just hasn't touched it. And it made me think of my own space and how I want to declutter and get rid of things and just be more intentional about what I have, to not be too attached to these things that we've accumulated. And there's nothing wrong with having things. I love my apartment, I love my stuff, and I do go through it periodically, but there's just some stuff that I've been wanting to get to that I haven't, and it's like in the back of my mind, and I just kind of want to like not have to even worry about that stuff. I don't want to have a backlog of things I need to do. I want to move forward and feel free and feel lighter, and you know, like things I need to ship that I've been putting off, or like cleaning out my closet, like selling clothes that I've been meaning to do for a really long time, or sending that email that I just keep putting off, or I get like a bill in the mail and it's like, oh, I'll just do it later. It's like I don't want to keep doing that. So I really want to practice just getting that done. And something she said in that video, and I heard it again in another video right after that, was how you do anything is how you do everything. So I'm going to practice that moving forward and being very mindful of that, and continue taking little breaks throughout the day to pause. So I might have a bunch of stuff on Depop if anybody's interested. It's just stuff that I've been meaning to get rid of for a really long time. So I might have some stuff up on there, and I have my apartment's like, there are so many ceramic cakes everywhere, which I love. I love my ceramic cakes, but I need to start getting rid of things because I hate that feeling of like the weight of just having material possessions. I've never really liked. And I understand people who collect things, and I think that's nice, but I don't want to feel too attached to this stuff. I've also been thinking about how we all show the best bits of ourselves and our lives online. And I know this isn't like a new thing that people have been talking about, but I've just been thinking about how it perpetuates this false narrative, and I'm even a part of that, right? Like, sometimes I don't even want to post stuff because I'm like, oh, it's just not good enough, or I don't know, like I'm expecting way too much of myself in that moment in time, and comparing it to other people's journeys. But I know this for a fact because everyone in my life is going through something right now, all sort of figuring it out, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like we're all sort of like in this weird transition phase of like going through a really hard time, and then in this sort of like middle part of like, okay, when is the next thing gonna happen, or what is gonna happen next, or how am I gonna get to the next thing? And so I also don't want to be a part of that loop that we're on, especially on social media. And I think showing my place as it is helpful. Talking about what's on my mind in the moment is helpful, because this idea that like everything's perfect, everyone has new things and like looks good all the time and like has their shit together, it's just not true. And we're all guilty of continuing that narrative. We're all like mirrors of each other, and so we see so-and-so's doing this and it makes us feel bad, and then we start doing that, and you know, it's like, it's false. It's just not real. And I think everyone's afraid of... I'm editing this, but I originally had said I think everyone's afraid of being vulnerable, and that may be the case, but I think people are afraid of appearing ordinary. I think that's the dilemma. Being vulnerable, especially on the internet, which I completely understand, like, not everything needs to be shared. There's a lot of stuff that you should keep to yourself. The other reason for wanting to take care of things as they come is because I obviously want to do bigger things, and I want to be able to handle the little things now so that I can prepare myself to get ready for the bigger things, you know, the more exciting, more responsibility, more fun stuff, you know. And when I first, well, I guess at the beginning of the year, I was watching a lot of Abraham Hicks, and she talks about how you have to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. Like, just get ready for the big stuff. And so part of that is being at 110%, even with the little things, because how you do anything is how you do everything. So yeah, really exciting stuff. Okay, this is my Barbie movie outfit. This vintage matching purple set, and these little shoes, both from Etsy, the set and the shoes. I'm wearing this really pretty ring I was sent. It's a little mirror ring. It's so pretty. And got these earrings on. There's a little detail on the pants. I'm getting ready to go to the Barbie movie with my friend Katie and Christine, but I wanted to show you guys. Also, I've just had a really weird week. I don't know why, but my mood is just kind of like not the best. Like, just, I feel a little bit grumpy this week and I don't know why. And I think I'm just putting so much pressure on myself, and I'm trying to like think my way out of feeling this way, and that's obviously not helping anything. I wrote this in my notes in my phone a couple of months ago. It was beginning of April was the last time I added stuff to it, but it was like reminders of what to do when I'm feeling this way, a list of things to do, and yeah, so I was looking through that list and I was like, oh, right. I like have to keep remembering and have to keep reminding myself that everything's fine. Everything's working out the way it's supposed to, and just to not get too in my head, because I tend to do that. I just tend to overthink like crazy. Anyway, so I came across this Van Neistat video where he was talking about how his to-do lists, he calls them do lists, and he takes a sheet of paper, folds it and makes it into 4 quadrants, and then adds a bunch of like sticky notes, and each quadrant has its own purpose. And I guess I'm just gonna do it by the week. So I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just found this little binder from Target, but this is my do list for, this is when I started it, just the other day. So I have like a little schedule, sell clothes, get rid of things I don't need, get organized, which, by the way, I cleaned out my fridge today, which I'm really proud of myself. I scrubbed all of this down and threw out anything that was expired, so that actually looks really good. This is to buy reoccurring stuff, film ideas, inspo, and yeah. So I'm hoping that will keep me organized and will keep me wanting to keep checking stuff off so that I don't feel like I'm falling behind. Not that I am falling behind, I just feel like I need a little bit of structure to help me figure out where I'm going, because a lot of days I just wake up not even really knowing what to do. I just have all of these ideas in my head and no clear like path, and then I just get stuck in my head. So hopefully that helps. I'll keep you guys posted on the do list. But anyway, that's my update. I think the thing that I keep coming back to this week, especially, well, since I started doing all this like shadow work and meditation, all that stuff, the thing that I always keep coming back to is patience. I have to keep remembering to be patient with myself. So yeah, patience, slowing down. Video?
Just in the nick of time. Just taking some creative liberties. Oh, your outfit's so cute. Wait, I think I need to get under the...
What else did I do this month? Well, yeah, you can try. I realized by the end of the month that it's not so much about getting rid of stuff. I don't need to purge it all in one go. I can take my time and enjoy the process. And I've been slowly reorganizing, clearing things out, bringing new things in. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was looking at the mountain thinking it was going to be this huge, impossible task, and I had to remember to look down at my feet and just to take the smallest steps. And that little flame starts to ignite, and all of a sudden you're in the flow and you're enjoying yourself. So I'm going to continue practicing that. And what a good conclusion to come to at the end of this month. Thank you all for watching.